T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, boy! Turn it up! Bring the noise!
Check this out. Chuck D, Public Enemy #1, and bringing the noise of PhD radio. All right?
All right, we got
Never.
Stephen Berez from Venrez calling in around 11 o'clock. So,
Man, I'm stoked to talk to them, too.
Hell yeah.
500,000 likes right now.
yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was
Yep.
365,000.
No, they're just short of 500,000.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Okay. They got a lot of fans.
Anywho, yeah.
They got a
No,
lot
they're
of
making it
fans.
happen,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Just opened up for Slash a couple weeks ago, and they got big things coming.
Yeah.
And Alice Cooper a while back.
Right.
Yep, so
Yep.
we'll talk about that.
Blood flows through my veins, no nourishment for days. Sugar is all I crave, gone out to misbehave. Energy won't let me be, in the dark I can see. Just around the next turn, gonna let the tires burn. Won't play by your rules, got better things to do. Don't care if it's great. It's my favorite day. Many fires to put out, keep me busy without a doubt. Fusion will fix the frame, blow torch with the hottest flame. Make sure to build it strong, gonna last very long. No dream that I can see, if it's all I will be. Won't play by your rules, got better things to do. Don't care if it fades, it's my favorite day.
We're gonna roll back to Witch's Brew, Venrez, one of their first albums they had. Let you hear what they used to be and what they are now. This is Torque.
Talk in my mind is of a very different kind. It's not branches I wish to ratchet. I am looking for you. So back down the hatchet. Screws tied out, ready for the night. Looking for a body before speed. Got this empty soul to feed. Screws tied and ready for the night. Looking for a body before speed. Got this empty soul to feed. Moving through the club with my eyes, searching for a whole lot more. Ruled out at least a dozen. Right after walking through the door. Screws tied, I'm ready for the night. Looking for a body before speed. Got this empty soul to feed. Screws tied, I'm ready for the night. Looking for a body before speed. Got this empty soul to feed. Spotted you with my mind's eye. That short silver skirt is making you look so damn fine. Lightning fast, I'm traveling at last. The next universe is where we're gonna blast. Screws tied, I'm ready for the night. Looking for a body before speed. Got this empty soul to feed. Screws tied, I'm ready for the night. Looking for a body before speed. Got this empty soul to feed. Got this empty soul to feed. Got this empty soul to feed. Got this empty soul to feed.
Yeah, yeah, that was Venrez, Torque. We went back a couple albums back. Their first EP that they came out with, Witch's Brew, just to let you hear where they were. And now on the phone we have Stephen Berez from Venrez, and we're going to talk about where they're at now. What's going on, brother?
I'm doing great. How you guys doing over there?
Very good.
Yeah, man. Good times.
Great to hear from you, Steve. Like I said, I just pulled out Torque. Sorry, we had a little problem here for 1 second. From your Witch's Brew. And you were surprised I was going to play that, but I said, listen, let's let the listeners hear where you were, and then we're gonna bust them out with some American Illusion, which they've been hearing, dude. We've been playing I didn't have Unforeseen in the lineup because I've been playing it quite a bit lately, so I've been switching up, and that's why I wanted to go with a different track. And so we'll go with Silver and Gold on your outro. So what's going on, man? How you doing in Cali, brah?
I'm doing really, really well. We're just, rehearsing right now. Of course, we just finished up touring with Slash, and we have a big record release party show here at the Roxy Theater in Hollywood on Saturday night, August 24th. So the band's, getting ready for that.
Cool. Let's see. You just finished a mini tour, a short little tour with Slash. Over there. Where'd you go? Las Vegas? Were you in Las Vegas and California? Where was that at?
Well, You know, we had a whole month, I think 24 shows in a row booked for 4 months with Steve Adler for July, and unfortunately he had some personal issues that caused him to cancel the tour. And our management company did a great job of getting us on the last week of the Slash tour. So we did the Pageant Theater in St. Louis, Missouri. Was the first show, which was a triumphant return for us. We had opened for Alice Cooper there last June. So it was fantastic to go back, and we have a lot of friends there, and the fans in St. Louis are great. And we went from there to Park City, Utah, and played Park City Live, which was another fun show. And the last show of the tour was House of Blues at Mandalay Bay there in Las Vegas on the 25th.
That's what I saw. And, yep. And how cool was that? With House of Blues, and it was Slash, right? Isn't that where you had the picture taken? Was that at the House of Blues? Your band and Slash.
Well, no, the picture was taken the night before in Park City.
Okay.
Yeah, what happened? You know, they were streaming live around the world that last show at the House of Blues, and all the bands talked about saying goodbyes and stuff, you know, after Park City, because it was just so much security and it was so nutty that even though it was the last show of the tour, it was just not going to be possible for us to really interact that night. So we all hung out at Park City. And I think all three bands, you know, Hillbilly Harold was on that tour too. I think all three bands, Slash, Hillbilly Harold, and Ben Ray, I think we just brought our super quadruple X A-list A game for that House of Blues show. I think all three bands just killed it that night.
Cool. All right, and you know what? I was reading the bio, and one of your best moments, and you said it, where you started in St. Louis was opening up for Alice Cooper, and the night he came into your the trailer and or sat down and talked with you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Bruce. I don't think I heard you right. We're having a little delay here. What was your question again?
The night Alice Cooper came in, first time he came in and said, "Great job, guys. You're doing a great job," and just walked out. And then he actually, a couple nights later, came back and actually sat down and talked with you.
Yeah, I mean, when you're out with a guy like Alice, he's doing the VIP packages and all of that. So it's, very, very difficult for him to have any time to meet with the bands on tour of them. We had done a few shows. We had done 4 shows, and we brought the house down in St. Louis, and he came into my dressing room and shook my hand and told me that, you guys are great every night, which just blew my mind. And then the next show was in Iowa, in Burlington at that River Festival for 20-some-odd thousand people. And he made a special effort to come on our tour bus and hang out with us for a little while before he did all his meet and greets. And, he's an amazing human being.
Sure. That's
man, how did all of this come about, man? Share the journey with us.
Well, it goes back to about August of 2009. My late teens. I had a friend who played guitar, and they all thought I sang pretty well back then. And he had a friend, a rich kid friend, who was a drummer and had a rehearsal studio at his house. We found a bass player, and we started jamming, for 3 or 4 weeks, and actually it started sounding pretty good. And then, the bass player and the drummer all flaked out, and it just didn't look like it was going to go anywhere. And, we were Valley boys, L.A. Valley boys, and we weren't living and we weren't in Liverpool or London or somewhere where there was a great wealth of musicians like the Beatles and the Stones got to pull from. So I just figured, this is going nowhere, and, there was nowhere to go with it, so I kind of walked away from it. But I never stopped writing and singing, and, flash forward many years later, I had a nice apartment in the Hollywood Hills, and a friend of mine is a producer and keyboard player, and there's a lot of friends I've had for many years who didn't know I could sing, and I just never let them know. And the way I stay in shape is I had an iPod with playlists, and I had a PA system in my house. And after work at the end of the day, I'd sing and dance karaoke for about an hour. And he had left something in my house and called me earlier and asked if he could come get it. And I just said, yeah, I'll leave the door open. So about halfway through the set, I sensed this presence behind me, and it was him with his mouth wide open. And he's like, we're going in the studio. And I'm like, no. I'm too old for this, famous last words. And he's like, no, we're going to do it. And he pushed me, and he pushed me, and he pushed me. Then I'm like, okay, we'll do that. And then my roommate wanted to build a tiki bar on our sun deck. And the next thing I knew, Jason Womack was there painting the deck. He was the original bassist in Juliet Lewis and the Licks, and a genius songwriter. And the next thing I know, he joined the guys we were jamming with, and we had a band. And I actually walked out on stage and did my first show ever with a live band in October of 2009. And at that time, someone else was writing the music and the songs. And I think the third show I ever did, I came off stage and some guy said to me, God, I love that music. I just love the 80s music. And no offense to the 80s rock, but, there's not much about it I like, and that's not what I wanted. So I realized right there and then if I was going to really be a serious artist, I'd have to start writing my own songs. And I fired everybody in the band except for Jason Womack, my songwriting partner. He writes the music for Venrez. I write the lyrics. And it was freedom because we both didn't really like the music the other guy was writing. And so we came out with Witch's Brew. You just played the song Torque. And Witch's Brew was our first real album. It was Jason and I writing a whole kind of pot of different types of music and songs because it was freedom. Then Ed Davis, the drummer from Juliet Lewis and the Licks, joined the band. Alex Kane joined the band on guitar. Eddie and Jason were the rhythm section for Juliet for over 3 years, touring and recording. And then Michael Bradford on bass grew up with Jason in Jackson, Mississippi, and they'd been in bands and playing music together since they were 15. And that's when we got a chemistry that was really unique and awesome. And, we went and recorded Sell the Lie. But we were good players, new to each other, making an album. American Illusion is 3 years of being together, 6 tours, and I think the first album of this group of guys as a band. And in my opinion, I think you can hear that.
Yeah, it's definitely a progression from Witch's Brew and then Sell the Lie. I've got that one. And then American Illusion. I listened to them last night. I posted up, and I was listening to all different sounds. And you definitely have a different sound on this one, definitely. A little more progressive, a little more raw. But it's raw, though. You still got that raw sound.
It's edgy. It's really edgy. There's some record executives out there. Clearly 3 years into it, 3 albums out, touring with Alice Cooper / the industry's now starting to take a look at us. I guess we're at a point where you can't ignore us. And they're really liking the lyrics, and they're liking the edginess of the music. It's probably the Jesus and Mary Chain meets Tool.
Yeah,
with,
right.
The Doors Zeppelin kind of blended in there a little bit.
Sure. Now let me say, right now you're the general manager. You're self-promoting the band. You're going to keep it that way, or are you going to look for some help? It seems like you're doing a pretty damn good job, on your own.
Well, we didn't want to sell out, dumb up the lyrics, go poppy, and make it easier for us and get on radio, which we could do. We're delivering a message. We were fortunate enough to have enough liquid capital to finance ourselves. We have our own studio, and we have our own label, Monarch Music Group. Sell the Lies out on Sony. American Illusion, we haven't signed a major distribution deal because I don't think we need one, really. Most people are buying it off iTunes digitally anyway, and we make more. We make more money to help our cause with people who want the physical CD just buying it from us off our website. But I don't know what's going to happen. There's there's one major label in particular who's talking to us right now, and we'll have to see what they offer. Clearly, majors who can get us, on tour with big name bands such as an Aerosmith or something like that. It's something to consider, and if they want to be able to help us with, the extreme cost of radio and marketing and promotion and touring, would be welcome. So it could change, but for now we're 100% indie.
Yeah, great. That's what we love about you. That's why we play on our show, man. But you're pushing. You're poor, hungry, and determined. That's what it stands for.
Well,
Never
thank
giving
you,
up,
man,
you know?
I don't know how I can compete with Lady Gaga and, Justin Bieber in One Direction. Because that's how they're playing in America. Thank God for DJs like you guys who are spinning new rock and roll. Now, USA Radio wants to play hits. They don't want to help create them. The days of La Bamba and driving down the road in your convertible Chevy and hearing your single on the radio and going, I'm on the radio, are over.
Yeah.
Long over.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you know what I say? We've got 1,000 diamonds in the roughs on our show, man. They're just ready for the picking. Promoters, producers, record labels, you ought to be listening to this show because that's all we have here are superstars. How's that?
And
I think that's great. I think that's good. I think people like you will help return music back to the people here in the United States. It's not that way overseas. It's only that way in this country. And unfortunately, now there are so many great bands out there that no one will ever know because of how the industry works today. And that's a very, very bad thing, in my opinion.
yeah. DIY. Do it yourself.
That's it. And networking, social networking is the tool, is what I think. Hey, that's how. Actually, no, I have to give props out to. I do it every time, man. Adrenaline PR. Correct?
There you go.
Yeah.
Correct. They're the ones who sent you my way, and bam. Checked out their music and said, "Oh yeah, we got to do an interview with these guys, man. West Coast crazies over there. Hell yeah, definitely loved your style, man. Loved your. We won't call it a genre. Your style, man. How's that? All right, we're gonna roll out with.
I appreciate that. I mean, people hear a new band. The first thing you want to try to do is compare it to something. We wanted to create a new genre.
Okay.
I think, we are who we are, and you can take it for what you want. But, yes, thank you, Chipper Gary of Chipster PR, our publicist, fantastic guy. And Bob Chipardi over at Concrete Planet, our manager. We're lucky. We have some really good people who believe in us who've helped us out.
Sure.
Get us get our name out there.
And I got to give you props, Steve, to you, to Ben. We call you Ben. You are probably one of the most open guys, band members that I've run into so far with where you're at in the music biz. And man, I hit you up one time and you said, "Hell yeah!" It was just as easy as that, man. So
determined.
I got to give you props for being open like that, man. And we're proud to play on our show. I'm going to keep playing you after this, and hopefully.
Hopefully we'll hang out someday.
You'll be over here in Florida hitting House of Blues in Orlando or a couple of our venues in the Jacksonville area. How's that?
Well, I hope so. Actually, our first U.S. tour was January and February. We toured Europe a couple times in 2010, 11. Our first U.S. tour was January and February 2012 with Fuel, and we did play in Florida, and we did play in Jacksonville.
No kid. No kid. I didn't know.
What year was that? Do you remember?
Last year, 2012.
Oh, that's what he said?
Yeah,
I missed that.
And Fuel's coming here.
I can't remember the name.
Yeah, Fuel's coming
here. I
here.
can't remember the name of the club.
Yeah, it's either Brewster's or...
Brewster's Pit.
Yeah.
Brewster's Pit. We
there
were
it
there.
is.
We
Yeah.
played there. Made a lot of fans there. We played we played down in Palm Beach. We did 3 or 4 shows in Florida, and wow, I enjoyed it.
Damn. Yeah, and Fuel's playing here on the 20th. Too bad you weren't still with them, because definitely we'd meet up and have you come in studio, man.
Right.
All right.
They're all good. They're all dear friends of mine. We love them, and please give my love and my best to Brett and Andy and the guys of Fuel, and
Sure.
of course, Brad Stewart, the bass players from Jackson.
From Jackson, of course. We have a small, tight little family circle here, which Brad is part of, definitely. All right, let's see. Let's go to let's push where your music's at, your website, your Facebook page, because I know you're a social networker, buddy, which I love about you.
Absolutely. You got to make your fans one at a time in this world today. The website is, you can pronounce it Venrez or Venray. We don't mind either way. Actually, the name of the band is Venray. It's a combination of my name, Stephen Berez. But
okay.
V is in Victory, E is in Edward, N-E-Z, Venray or Venrez, theband.com, and Facebook.com/Venrez. And those are the two major spots to check us out.
Good. And you saw the promo banner that my partner here, PG, he's our graphics expert, did for you guys, and all the links are there. Also, Facebook on Facebook,
Cool.
PhD Radio Show on Facebook. So, and we'll keep it up there, and we're gonna keep playing your music, brother. And
Thank you, man. We got 352,000 likes on Facebook right now. You got about 50,000 listeners in Jakarta, Indonesia alone listening to this,
Nice.
this
Right on.
show right now.
beautiful
Strength in numbers.
Yeah. Hey, and we had the troops in Afghanistan listening yesterday. E-Tech troops over there. So. Yeah, well, the show's getting out there, and you're helping us get out there. Beautiful. Silver and
Have a good one.
Gold. Great talking to you off the American Illusion album. Peace out,
My
bro.
pleasure. Rock on, boys.
We
Yeah, man,
will.
you too,
We
brother.
will.
I want to know something. Hold on.
What you want to know?
I want to know how many songs you have from them that you have not shared with me yet.
Oh, I got the CD at the. I got 2 CDs.
Oh, we're gonna fight. You
Man,
want to tussle?
Yeah, Monarch Music hooked
What?
me up. 2 CDs, man.
See how he does it?
But see, I got to do some. Yeah,
Whatever.
do some network.
You gonna keep
Dude,
this one to yourself, or you gonna
got
share?
5,000 bands. And do I? Hey, man, how come
No.
I don't have any of them?
Wait, I give them all to you right away.
You said no, 20,000.
You
bands.
just keep it all to yourself, man. Whatever. It's all good.
Dude,
I don't blame you.
I told you.
You know
I
I'm picking on
uploaded
you,
the
man.
CD today, and you can have it.
Sure.
Upload it.
Yeah, I've heard that before. All right, man. Let's rock.
You got it, man.
What's up?
Thanks again.
Come on.